Hey everybody, it's James here, and I'm back with your Survivor recap for week 5. But before we get into that, I do want to state that I am not certain about whether or not I'm going to be able to do commentary along with SmackDown tonight, but I'm going to try. No guarantees, but I'm going to try to do what I can. And the recap of the Amazing Race for this week will probably be a Sunday. But with that in mind, here's what happened on week 5 of Survivor 49. Now, as many of you know, last week, the tribes were switched. So we went from 3 tribes to 2. So it was a 7-on-7 game. And Matt was voted out. So that was a clear sign right from the beginning that the original Hina members are on the outs. Because it's really still a war between Hina and Uli, whereas Kella, the new Kella, still has to be established. So, we open the show and we see Savannah talking game almost immediately. She's talking to Steven, and it seems to me like she's playing a pretty aggressive game pretty early by talking strategy with multiple people. Now, it is good to have alliances in this game to protect yourself, but you need to be strategic because Survivor is as much a social game too. So we'll have to see if that comes back to bite her later in the game. Meanwhile, we get to day 10, and we're told that the castaways have to choose someone to go on a journey. Now, typically, a journey means a challenge that usually involves somebody risking their vote. So Team Hina picks Nate, whereas Team Kella picks MC. Or excuse me, Team MC picks MC, Team Hina picks MC, and Team Kella picks Nate. So we get to the journey location, and it seems simple enough because all they have to do is move 100 sandbags from one spot on the island to the other before the sand runs out of the hourglass. But there's a wrinkle, because during the challenge, we see a note hidden under the sandbags that says there's an advantage hidden in the jungle, and they have to race for it and try to find it before the time runs out, or it becomes useless. Same thing if they both finish the challenge before it's found. So, Nate tries to pull one over by saying that they're running out of time, when in reality there's plenty of time left. So that fools MC into not going for the advantage, and thus both of them finish the challenge in time and keep their vote. So then we get to the immunity challenge. And this is probably the most complex challenge we've seen yet. It's in stages. First thing you have to do is swim out to a floating cage. Then you have to climb inside the cage and untie the poles so that the cage can move. From there, you have to physically move the cage from the water to the beach. And when you get to your mark, you have to dig under so that one person can get out, and that person's your rebounder. Their job is to untie your tribe-colored balls. Then the rest of the tribe, while still in the cage, has to shoot the balls into 3 baskets. So it's basically like a relay-style basketball. So the first tribe to get 3 balls into the baskets wins. And this is a very even race until we get to the end, because really it's about accuracy. So long story short, Kella wins again, sending Hina back to tribal council. So Jason knows he's in trouble, but he tries to save himself by saying that he knows people on the other side and he can use that to his advantage to help other players. But it doesn't work. The original Hina member and the alternate for this season, Jason, was voted out. So we'll have to see what happens next. And a reminder, you can catch new episodes of Survivor every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by the new episodes of The Amazing Race. And as I said, the Amazing Race recap will be up Sunday. So stay tuned for that. Meanwhile, stay tuned to see what happens next in the world of pro wrestling. And if you follow me on X, stay tuned for news updates every day. And remember, love one another. See you next time.